Hello, dreamers. Bedla here, as always. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We'd love to have you. Aquarius, this is your reading. I keep on hearing, why are you so aggressive? I personally don't think that you're aggressive, Aquarius. I feel like you're very passionate about something and you're coming off across as aggressive, excuse me, to someone or to a group of people. There is a sense here where um, some people mistake your passion for aggressiveness. And you're needing not to allow yourself to internalize their perception of that. Um, you're going to be hearing a lot this week, or you're going to be noticing that individuals around you feel like you're too much, like you're, excuse me, I got stretch my back. Um, so yes, it's for some people they're either going to be like they're going to be expressing, or you're going to hear like chit chat or whatever that you are too much. Um, I want you not to internalize that, because that is their perception based on how it is that they see themselves, how it is, like what limits they have set within themselves. So, and I was talking about this, I believe it was in the collective readings, where a lot of people talk about projection, right? Like in a negative way, like, oh, you're projecting. But you're also projecting when you give somebody a compliment, right? Like if you say, oh my God, you're so handsome, oh my God, you're so beautiful, whatever it is, right? That is a projection, but it's a projection of something that you see within yourself and you accept within yourself, something within yourself that you celebrate. But when you start to project in a sense of like, oh, they're so full of themselves, oh my God, they think they're all that, and they think whatever it is, right? There is a sense that that is usually parts of themselves that they do not know how to allow to come out, that they don't know how to tap into, that they are afraid to express, or whatever it is. So basically, long story short, is I don't want you to internalize the what I don't want you to internalize what those individuals are saying in regards to you being too much. I do feel that a lot of you Aquariuses are finally allowing yourself to show up as yourself, and you are triggering people, and unfortunately those individuals lack the self-awareness to reflect on their own, and instead they are choosing to project outward to you, and then you tend to internalize these projections. Does that make sense? And that's, I guess I want to say, that's like the cycle that wants to be broken during this time. That is where your work is being done, or where your work should be done this week, is on learning not to internalize that, and also needing not to apologize for showing up as yourself, and needing not to apologize for simply existing. Mm. There has been some type of glow up, like whether it is, I feel like physically you have gone through some type of transformation, and hold on, that thumb is hurting. Ah, it doesn't fit at this one. Okay, put it halfway. You have gone through some type of like physical transformation, and you ruffle a few feathers by either, I don't want to necessarily, like for some of you, yeah, you lost a lot of weight, but I feel like you're toning up, or you finally have like the physique that you've always wanted, like you've been putting in the time at the gym or whatever, or maybe you did just simply lose weight, but there's something here like where whatever it was that happened physically is triggering a lot of people to have opinions about you that don't even know you. Does that make sense? And you're needing to not internalize that. You're needing to see that for what it is. We have the number 18, eyes of the eagle, rising above the fray, which kind of like just concludes everything that we were talking about like not internalizing, seeing beyond what it is that is being projected, seeing beyond the surface level thing. But it's challenging for you guys. You're in the midst of learning not to put so much value on other people's opinions about you, but that is still a space that you're still navigating. It is a space that feels still very new and very fresh. Excuse me. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, so the main thing here for you guys is the self-awareness that has to come into play about like not internalizing. I feel like you guys are still struggling with that energy. There is this play or this energy of like um wanting to defend yourself or wanting to defend you're wanting to defend yourself is what I keep on picking up. I don't know, it feels very confusing because it's like internally I keep hearing like I don't give a fuck, I don't care, but here like you still do. And I think those are the two battles that you're having inside of you. It's like hmm, it just feels it feels a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. The internal battle of whether to care or not care or how to go about dealing with other people's projection is going to be the biggest challenge for you guys. So just kind of be aware of that. I would say to sit with both versions of yourself, do not judge neither or, and see if you can find a common ground. Okay, how do I stand up for myself in a way that feels authentic? And or is this maybe a battle that I don't need to fight because like my spiritual team is fighting for me or whatever it is. Discernment is you're definitely gonna you're gonna have to use your discernment when it comes to this because this is a battle that we as individual all face at one time in our lives at some point in our life just because of conditioning how we were raised and things like that, or I should say most people, most. But that is all that I have. So sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye bye.